Mark the top length of 22 inches and determine the width of the body's block by dividing the largest measurement, which is the bust in this case, by 2. Add 3 inches to that, and we are going to have 25 as the pattern box here. Rule a line, and that serves as a center back line. Mark your shoulder divided by 2. The chest line is the bust divided by 6 plus 2.5. Mark your shoulder again on the chest line. This helps you get a straight line. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Rule a line across. Come down from the chest line by 1.5 inches. This line serves as your bust span line. Mark your under bust. Here is 13 inches and connect the points. Next, you mark your half length. Here is 16 inches. Rule the line across as well. Then we go over to the neck. The neck depth is 3 inches and the neck width is 3 inches standard. Shoulder slope is 1.5 inches and you connect the points. With the help of a French curve, connect your neckline. Mark the waist divided by 4 on the half length and add 1 inch for the dart. Connect it to the chest line. Move over to the top length and divide the hip of the top divided by 4. Connect from your half length to the top length. From the center back, take the shoulder measurement divided by 2, just like we did for the front. Mark it also on the chest line. Go ahead to rule a line across, and we move over to the half length of the back. The half length of the back is 14 inches. It is 2 inches shorter than the half length of the front, and that automatically makes the back top length 20 inches. Rule a line for the top length and mark the bust divided by 4, the waist divided by 4, and add 1 inch seam allowance to that. At the top length, the circumference divided by 4 as well. Connect the points for the side seams. The back neck width is 3 inches and the neck depth is 1 inch standard. The shoulder slope is 1 inch. Connect your points. From the shoulder slope to the chest line, divide it by 2 and get your midpoints. Here is 3.5. Place same on the front armhole. Mark same 3.5 on the bust span line and on the top hem and connect your points. Tighten the mid armhole for the front by 0.75 and for the back by 0.5. Connect first with a straight line and with the help of your French curve, connect to the chest line. Go upward by 2 inches from the chest line on the back block to create the over chest line. From the neck depth, come down by 1.5 inches. On the over chest line, come in by 3.5 inches from the armhole. Connect from that point upward as shown with a slight curve, and here you have the back yoke. Alter the neck width by 1 inch for the back and do the same for the front, making the neck width 4 inches. The neck depth for the front will also be altered by 1.5 inches. From the shoulder tip, come down by 0.25 inches to eliminate pivotal points. From the center back, go in by 1.5 inch at the top and 1 inch at the hem. Rule a line to connect your points, and this is the back spacing. From the new line created, mark 1.5 inches at the hem and at the top. This serves as the grommet bar. At the half length of the back, go in by 0.5 inch, and at the front, go in by 0.5 inch also. Reconnect your points. This serves to snatch the waists. At the back half length, divide from the grommet bar line to the side by 2. This serves as the dart line for the back. Rule a line to connect the points. On the half length, go in by 0.25 inch on both sides and connect your dart legs. While on the front half length, place 0.5 inch on both sides of your dart line and connect your dart legs as shown. Place same inch on both sides at the hem of the top also and connect a straight line from the half length to the top length. Measure the gap there, replace it on the side, on the front and on the back block, and reconnect the side lines. Go upward by 1 inch at the side as shown to eliminate sharp points for the front block and the back block. Then go ahead to reshaping the hem. Next, we will tighten the under bust. Towards the center front, go outward by 0.5 inch and the side front 1.25 inches. With the help of a French curve, Make a connection to the bust point and with a straight line connect to the hem of the top. Come down by 4.5 inches from the original neck depth of 3 inches and make a sweetheart curve from the chest line as shown. Divide the shoulder slope, get the midpoint and connect to the bust point. Next, tighten the over bust by placing 0.75 inch on both sides of the line and connect it to the bust point as shown. This is the over bust tightening. For a deeper sweetheart neckline, come down by 5.5 inches and reconnect as shown. Replace 0.75 inch outward from the armhole line and reconnect the armhole. Next, share the other 0.75 inch into 2 on both sides of the line. That should give you about 0.3 on both sides and connect it to the shoulder. This is to tighten the yoke. Here I am showing you that you can come in by 1.5 inches from the side and connect a curve to the under bust to get a cupped bustier, and from the center front you connect to the under bust as well, although this project doesn't need a cupped bustier. We proceed to place the difference between the front and the back half length. It is 1.5 inches. Place it on the bust span line and connect it to the bust point. All the shaded areas will be cut out, they are darts, and we go ahead to cut the pattern. First, you separate the front and the back block. Cut through the dart line on the front block. Next, you close the bust darts. When you close the bust dart, you realize that the side lines are not aligning anymore. Come in with your ruler and reshaping the side lines. Go ahead to close the over bust darts. This way you can also align any parts not matching up. Next, cut through the over bust, the armhole, the side lines, the hem, cut out the darts, and we proceed to the yoke. Start by cutting out the armhole, the neckline, the shoulder line, then place a paper under the yoke to get the sweetheart curve properly. Proceed to cutting out the back block, starting from the side seam all the way to the armhole, the over chest, the hemline, the center back. Cut out the grommet bar, separate the darts. You should have 4 parts for the back block when you are done cutting, including the yoke. You can go ahead to label the middle back and the side back for easy identification. When you're done cutting, here is the pattern set, and we go ahead to cut the sleeve. The length of the sleeve we're working with here is 21 inches. Go ahead to rule a line across. The cap's height is 4 inches. You can come down from the cap's height by 1.5 inches. This is optional. Mark your elbow length. Next, take your horizontal measurement on the cap's height, the elbow, and the round sleeve. Divide the round upper arm to the sleeve start point into 2, get the midpoint, and come in with your French curve to create the S curve as shown. From the round upper arm, connect to the elbow and then to the round sleeve. Go ahead to cut out the sleeves pattern. Here is the net fabric to be used for the blouse. Here is the George, and here is the net part that would form the fox wrapper. This part of the George fabric should be at the hem. To cut the skirt, place the largest measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches, and in this case it is the hip. Minus the half length of 16 inches to get the length of the skirt, and here we have 40 inches to be the length of the skirt. Rule out the waistline, that is the starting point. On the waistline, mark the waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches. Come down by 9 inches to get your hip line. Divide your hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches and come down to the half length of the skirt. Here is 18 inches minus 1.5 inches from the hip measurement. At the hem of the skirt, place the resulting inches got on the half length of the skirt there. Connect with a straight line from the half length of the skirt to the hem, and with a slight curve, connect from the waist to the hip and the hip to the half length. Come down by 1 inch from the waistline on the center front and connect to the side. Go ahead to cut out the skirt. Place another fabric on fold to cut the back. At the center back, you will need 3 inches for the vent extension. Extend the skirt half length to the center back. Straighten out the back waistline. Mark the zipper allowance line of 1 inch, stopping at the skirt half length. Come down by 9 inches from the waistline. On the half length, go in by 1 inch. Connect this to 1 inch before the 9-inch point, and on the waistline, go in by 1 inch as well. Connect this 1 inch before the 9-inch point. This shape creates the bum illusion. The 1 inch taken from the zipper line on the waistline, replace it on the other side as shown and connect to the hip. Go ahead to cut the back pattern. Starting from the bum illusion, cut out the vent, the side all the way to the hem. Separate the vent fold. Slant the top of the vent by 1 inch and the skirt pieces are ready. Place the judge fabric on fold, layer it with the lining, the interfacings. This helps to quicken the cutting process. Add half an inch all round the seams, but on the side seams, add 1.5 to 2 inches and proceed to cut. A skin tone net was used to cut the sleeves and the yoke. Add 0.5 inches around the yoke pattern. This is the lining for one side of the skirt. Place half inch downwards from the top of the vent. Place only the lining piece of the vent part on fold to highlight its area and mark 0.5 inch inward as shown. Kindly take note that only one part of the lining vent area is cut out. Please like, share and subscribe. Watch out for part 2 for the continuation of this garment production process. Thank you.